Amongst this 18 to 25 voter, the gap between BJP and SP is only 1%. In any other category, it's at least 12, going up to 14%.
Frankly, Rahul, I don't think I'm in a position to explain that in one group, which is the young voters. I do get a sense from the ground. I also got the sense that, yes, there is a huge disenchantment among the young voters because unemployment is on the rise, price rise on the rise. So that disenchantment can bring the gap between Samajwadi Party and BJP so close, just 1%. But what suddenly happens to those voters who are not in that age group, that the gap suddenly increases in favor of BJP by say 12, 14 or 15%. So really, Rahul, I don't have an explanation to this, and I'm a little skeptical about this data about why there's just only 1% gap and suddenly it increases to such a huge number.
I'll tell you why I think so, and then you can take it to the guests. My belief is, I'm again trying to plug my article, Rahul. Here it is. In UP polls, the BJP has a clear edge.
When it comes to marketing his content, Rajdeep is like Shah Rukh Khan.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why what's happened. The youth are angry. There are two narratives that took place in UP. There was a narrative of Berozgari, of Mehengai, of Awara Pashu. There was a narrative in UP of Ration, of Shasan as described as law and order, and I will tell you this at the risk of being called politically incorrect, anti-Muslim sentiment as mirrored in Hindutva. These are three competing different narratives. I believe that the narrative of Awara Pashu, of Mehengai, made people feel disappointed with this government, also COVID management, but not angry enough to vote against the BJP, which got, Rahul, we forget, 49.5% of the vote just 2 years ago. We sometimes forget that, 49.5% in Lok Sabha elections. So they were angry, but not angry enough to vote against. On the other hand, those who was on Ration, which is welfareism, those who spoke, Rahul, the language of Shasan, law and order, and those who felt कि ये जो सरकारें हैं हमारी हिंदुओं की सरकार है, they were much more willing to still stand by the BJP. And just a final point, look at the politics of UP, and Rahul Srivastava knows it even better than it. Since 1990, Mulayam Singh has been chief minister thrice, Mulayam plus Akhilesh. Mayawati has been 4 times. 30 years you've given them a chance. Number of people I met said, इनको तो मौका दिया है, इनको केवल 5 साल दिए हैं, इनको 5 साल और देते हैं. This is a vote, if these numbers are right, of the poor. Those poor who are getting those DBT delivery benefits. Narendra Modi's government has failed, in my view, on jobs, but has succeeded on last mile delivery of basic welfare benefits. And those basic welfare benefits in COVID times, when I get 5 kilos of rice, when I get atta, when I get namak, and when I get oil, helps me. I saw it with Pinarayi Vijayan. Pinarayi Vijayan did in Kerala what no one had done for 40 years, defeated anti-incumbency. But our friend, Mr. Yogi Adityanath, is possibly doing what no one has done in 40 years, defeat anti-incumbency. Last mile delivery.
Some of the disappointment amongst BJP voters on the back of what happened in West Bengal. So now West Bengal is forgotten. They say, देखो UP में क्या किया.
देखिए, one thing very important, the decisive leadership of Narendra Modi. You know, the Prime Minister Modi has zero impact on Uttar Pradesh, and this Uttar Pradesh verdict is going to endorse his philosophy, his governance. Yes. One important thing that Bharatiya Janata Party has expanded its social base. Traditionally, we think that it's an upper caste party, but the party has expanded. That is not being analyzed and seen, because you just see that this leader is capturing this caste vote, this party is capturing this caste vote. You go to Jat land, you will find the larger number of Jat are associating with the Bharatiya Janata Party ideology. Second important, the Hindutva is not anti-Muslim. You know, the kind of governance Yogi Adityanath ji has given, that is significant for the people, law and order. Just see the infrastructure development. Without infrastructure development, you can't imagine a state can grow in economy. Unprecedented infrastructure growth in Uttar Pradesh.
यूपी शाइनिंग नहीं है, कोई यूपी शाइनिंग नहीं है. मैं गांव में गया हूं, प्रीति गई है. राहुल सर, आप जानिए, लोगों की बेरोजगारी है.
आप सुन लीजिए.
Rajdeep, if they win 288 seats,
No.
1 second, Rajdeep, if they win 288 seats, people want them back, and they want them back in
Yes, I've given you the reasons.
No, it is your verdict. It's not the people's verdict. Let me finish my point. You know, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has given Uttar Pradesh another identity. The soft power of the Uttar Pradesh That is being projected. The Kashi Vishwanath, the kind of thing after 400 years.
Rajdeep,
How you
sir, the government has done some good work. Nobody doubts that.
Law and order, you are giving importance.
I agree. On law and order, I give the government
Not
full
a
marks.
single communal right has taken place in the last 5 years.
Yes, Rahul, very quickly, then we've got 4 guests waiting.
Rajdeep, this is what I said initially. How potent the subterranean Hindutva element is in UP, that will decide, and the marginalized. Why I say marginalized? If you see the Jat land, in that area also, the BJP has a combination of Senis, Pals, Prajapati, Kashyaps and others who actually become 40% of the population. Along with the upper caste, if you add them, the BJP has the arithmetic rise, Rajdeep. That's where these marginalized come in. BJP's arithmetic is intact, could well be intact, and the BJP could be doing. But 326, Rajdeep, is utopian.
Yeah, so we don't know.
No, even 288, Rajdeep, is definitely not happening.
Okay.
The BJP is going to lose at least 80
Thanks,
seats
Rahul
in UP.
Srivastava, for that resounding vote of confidence.
Landslide victory.
Okay, landslide victory versus Rahul predicting a much closer fight. That makes it exciting. Go ahead, Rahul. We've got lots of
We've
guests.
got Supriya Shrine joining us, who I assume won't be very